It's what diversity brings, a group of people with different perspectives in one area to help solve problems, to learn about each other, to make each other comfortable when they're from different backgrounds. We're in an environment, we're in a community that is very diverse. Our students go out into that community and provide services. And if they're not familiar with the different cultures, the different persons, the different people they learn with, then it's more difficult when they go out to interact with a diverse community.
I think diversity is important because everybody doesn't have an equal playing field. And I think that paying attention to diversity helps equalize the playing field a little bit by paying attention to people that may not have been on the radar before.
The scholarship awards that we give are either in amounts of $10,000, $20,000 or $30,000. And we anticipate and we tell the students who are applying to Penn that their tuition and fees will amount to $110,000 a year. So you can see what the gap is between what we award and what the students have to borrow. We're trying to endow a $1 million scholarship fund. And we want to raise the funding in such a way that we can target it to this specific group of students, a very diverse group of students, students who are disadvantaged, students from the underrepresented minority communities. So the choice in choosing the dental school won't be how much money they're given, and that they can take advantage of just the premier education that they can get at Penn Dental Medicine. When we've raised $1 million towards the scholarship awards, then our dean has pledged another $1 million. So we will have created a pool of $2 million in which we can award scholarships.
I absolutely feel that having dentists of similar cultural backgrounds and of different diverse fields helps a lot with patient population. My parents are Guyanese, and this morning I had a patient in the perio clinic who was also from Guyana, and it was just an instant connection, a lot more comfort that's inherent in the interactions, and so I think there is some kind of a trust that's easier to be built, and I think it helps reach people that may not overcome the bridge of coming in for dental care in the first place.
So when we talk about a diverse group, we also include the LGBTQ community as well. And we underrepresented minorities as defined by the federal government, Hispanics, African Americans, and Native Americans. Disadvantaged students who come from different socioeconomic backgrounds and lower socioeconomic backgrounds. And if we don't have a big enough group for these students to sit and talk to each other, and to try to understand and make sense of what's happening now in the country, then the student begins to feel isolated. I think if we can provide them with faculty support and peer support, I think they do very well and they feel supported here and they're very comfortable.
It was always a dream, though I didn't believe it would happen, to study abroad for college. And my mom saw me reading newspaper stories of people who had been recipients of scholarships. And she saw that I was fascinated by that, and she told me, "You can go too." And I didn't believe her at the time, but went through the application process, and in a very similar way that my admission to Penn came about through a scholarship. The only reason that I went to undergraduate college in the United States was because of a scholarship as well. So it's been one step after another, one blessing after another that's allowed me to be where I am now. And I look back and I still can't believe it sometimes.